according to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile.
That's a
I've been
lie.
seeing more and more enemies like this lately.
I'm saying that's a
Stand there
lie.
and stare into space.
I'm saying that's a lie
pretty
because
weird.
when you go through here the second time, there are some enemies that are in fact hostile. There's a bunch that are still not, but some of the larger enemies here are in fact hostile. But that's not important now. For now,
So this
resistance
is the
camp.
resistance
Hello.
camp, huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first thing.
Well, first thing, there's another locked box right here. So let's just open that one. I'll be sure to catch all of these as we go past them. We
Type,
have another weapon.
is that type 40 or type 40?
I think it's type 4.0, kind of like the spear that we have,
Right.
the sword that we have.
I'd really like
They're
to.
part of the-
I'd really like to find type 60. Just in general. Ooh.
So here's some fists.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, the attack there where you just throw them, that's when you hold the attack button, you always throw the weapon. Also, before we talk to an enemy, there is one more box. That's all the way over here. So yeah, real quick, as I said last time, you can do light and heavy attacks. The way that works with 9S, despite his heavy attack button being dedicated to hacking, is that you, if you just want to do light attack combos, you just keep pressing the attack button like quickly. You know, just keep tapping it like normal. But if you want to do a heavy attack, then after the first light
know about
attack,
2B?
you delay a little bit
yes,
before you
well,
press
the
the
bunker
attack
told
button
me to
again.
Okay, so it's like
My
a
name is Anemone.
press,
And then you
I'm
go
the
into
leader of the
pause,
android
press
resistance
will
that
get you the
controls
heavy
most
attack.
of this territory. You
Yeah,
must
well,
be the
it's
new
more
scouts
like
we heard
press,
about.
pause,
Well,
and then
I'm sure my people
you'll
will
just
have
go
plenty of
into the heavy
information for
attack
you.
combo,
Please
which
feel
is
free
just
to
a
ask them
separate,
anything you like.
combo from the light
Oh,
attack
I see.
combo.
Okay.
So all in all, like, because you don't have two weapons, you can't do like the combo attack where you just
Put them
feed
together
a
in
heavy
some cool
attack.
way.
Yeah, because as you can see, 9S only has the one weapon that he wields at a time. Because he needs to hack. Because a thing that's actually kind of interesting story-wise is other hacker models, like other scanner models outside of 9S, don't use melee weapons. 9S is the only scanner model who uses a melee weapon.
What do they use?
They just hack. That's all they do. Because usually they're not supposed to be engaging in combat anyway.
That's true.
So nothing new here.
Please tell me you at least ride one more animal.
I'll make sure to ride more animals
Okay.
during Route B.
Because they're just so cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to ride.
How great would it be to kill one and find out it was an android too? Like, what?
What?
How? That doesn't. Why would
Okay,
anyone make
that's
this?
everything the supply trader asked for.
Also, because we still have materials from the first playthrough.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to
These
collect
chores are
some
a
of
real
these.
pain in the butt, huh?
Yeah,
The
just
resistance is a
say that
valuable
right
element
next to the supply
By
trader.
Gosh, I
right
hate
there.
how
Also
you get
help
this
ourselves.
random
Somehow,
oaf
I don't think
garbage.
they're a pain.
Maybe he should
Yeah,
repair
yeah.
his stupid bum leg.
Oh, that's great. You found my materials. And you didn't even have an attitude about it.
No, you're so
Thanks.
friendly and kind. Yeah.
What a good
Thanks for
guy.
the stuff. Let me philosophize at you for a little bit. Alright. Here's some stuff. Thanks for the stuff. That's basically the only repeatable, well, that and the one for the weapon trader are the only really repeatable side quests in the game. None of the other side quests are repeatable.
This
Once
must
you've
have been
completed
quite a
them,
city once
that's
upon a
it.
time.
Also there, as you
Too
can
bad
see, that guy's
vegetation's
hostile.
claimed
He
most
ran
of
at
it
us.
now.
He was gonna fight us. Also,
Operator
well,
210 to 9S.
yeah, hold on, 210. I'm gonna hack something real quick. Conversation is interrupted by hacking, but just picks up where it left off when you're done.
This is 9S. Nothing to report. Weather's sure nice today, though.
Nothing to
Nothing
report.
to
Copy
report.
that.
Boom!
And no need for a weather report. Operator 210 out.
You don't have to be so formal all the time, operator. Though I kind of like that about you.
Damn it, 9S. But yeah, I was
Sentimental
going to say something.
loser. What
This
a
is the place that
wiener.
weapons trader was talking about. Uh-oh.
But yeah, like I was
picking up
saying,
hostile machine
other
life
side
forms.
quests are non-repeatable. Just once you complete them, they no longer show up.
I see.
But those two, because they are required by the main story, are repeatable.
I see. And I'm listening to the music this time. Turns into that, like...
Chiptune.
Yeah. Chiptune.
Yep, that's what happens when you hack while hacking. The music changes to that track. So every single song in the game also has a
chiptune
hacking
version.
version of it. Yeah, which is the hacking theme. Now, I personally don't like most of combat with 9S just with weapons isn't all that interesting. Like his main attraction is in the hacking.
Yeah. I mean,
The
if you want
hacking,
the...
which is really powerful, since a lot of stuff that is pretty strong just dies usually in like one hack.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, if you want the hack and slash, pardon the pun, action, you should play as 2B and just enjoy that. But like, I guess if you want the full story, you want both.
if you want to complete the game, you'll have to play as 9. I mean, 9S can also just hack and slash. Like he has all sorts of moves. Like as you can see, he has a launcher. He has different combos.
But
It's
even
just-
without hacking, yeah.
even without like you can
I guess
buy
you can
most of
just
the time
slash.
without
He's the hack
should
and
be
slash
enough.
character.
Let's get these
Yeah.
back to the trader.
She's the
Exactly.
slash and slash character.
or punch and slash
Punch
or
and
whatever
slash.
you want.
The smash and slash.
Yeah, smash and there we go. Perfect. I love it. Good stuff.
I think smash and slash might have been the name of a store in Oblivion, if I remember correctly. Funnily enough, I don't remember the store's name, but I remember the shop owner's name. Even though you only
What was
talk
the
to him
shop?
if you go in. It's Herbal Grow Oracle. He's an orc.
I mean, that's a pretty memorable name.
Yeah. He's in the Imperial City.
Also, 9S has different counter move combos.
I see that, yeah.
Also, I like how the sword just stays there for a bit, which is really good on enemies that don't get knocked away by it, because you just throw the sword into them and it just keeps spinning and hitting them. Also, of course, different weapons do different things when thrown. Which I'll make sure to show off the different weapon types, what they do when they are thrown. Also, we should talk to this lady again.
Yay!
Hello, yes. Things and stuff, and I don't care. Goodbye. Just need to talk to her for the story quest. Weapons trader, hello. Yes, let me fix your stuff so you can fix my stuff, if you know what I mean.
Wink, wink. I'm gonna
which
repair
I
your
mean-
stuff.
By which I mean repair or upgrade my weapons, please.
Yeah.
Yes. So we get these rewards again, which means that again we can use them to upgrade. We have some stuff we can upgrade.
Hey there, big
first
boy.
off, of
I'd like
course-
you to upgrade my weapons. Wink.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
was
but,
that innuendo? No, not really.
I just want you.
I just want
take
you
a
to
look
know,
at the
like,
sword.
check
Make
out
it
the
better.
sword. Can you like improve it somehow?
Yeah, just.
I don't want to tell you how
here,
to
I
do
have
your
some-
job. Just do work your magic, you know.
Yeah, here I have a bunch of junk.
Oh, the engine
Just
blade.
use that. Engine blade. I'll be using the engine blade some more at some point.
Cool, cool.
And for now, that's almost. We have one more. Okay, I think that's all the upgrades we can do for now. Yep. So let's move on. Let's talk to Anemone.
Are you gonna do any more
Fine.
sweet cypress stick action for me?
I'll make sure to remember that and do some.
Yeah,
Cypress
like
stick
riding on a
action in the future.
boar, cypress stick, hacking everything
what?
in sight.
I mean, I'll be doing that regardless.
You could pretend the cypress stick is your like magic wand or something.
Speaking of that, I mean, I guess 9S is sort of the mage character.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, like
Isn't
he's
there
basically-
magic in the NieR universe?
Yes,
Operator
but
to
magic is
9S.
extinct.
Transferring coordinate data for the location
I
specified
mean,
by
humans are no
Resistance
longer
leader.
on Earth. Magic is no longer on Earth
So they were like,
or in space.
let's make
Nice,
a.
operator. You work fast.
Mindless chatter drains energy, 9S. Please keep your comments reserved for mission-related topics.
It was
Yeah,
mission
yeah.
related.
Don't compliment me, you pig.
Sexist pig.
Like that pig over there.
Yeah, or that moose. Not a pig. I'm just commenting on animals.
I mean, they're good animals.
So,
Speaking of animals, but not at all, there's something special coming up.
oh boy.
Have we seen these things before?
Gold machines.
Ooh.
Their gimmick is that they take like no damage from projectiles or physical attacks.
Huh.
You need to hack them.
You have to hack them.
Yep. They can only be killed through hacking. That's the only way they'll take damage. Their outer shell is impervious to damage.
As gold robots usually are.
I mean, gold. It's the toughest metal that exists.
Oh, you have to keep
because
hacking.
gold is actually garbage. But yeah. These can actually, gold machines can actually show up during the A route playthrough, at which point you have no way of dealing with them.
Really?
You just have to kind of ignore them. But I haven't really, like, it doesn't happen much. I'm not sure what triggers the spawning of the gold enemies. All I know is that when you do play as 9S, they're usually there. They're also only a one-time appearance. You can only fight them all the one time.
Oh.
There's more than just these though.
This is I
Other
was not
effects?
expecting you to have to hack him so many times.
Yeah, these things are tough as hell.
This kind of seems like a pain.
I don't know. It's more interesting when you're playing.
I'm sure.
Especially because, actually, an interesting thing you might have noticed is when I did a perfect dodge while hacking, it just gives the hacking meter that shows up when you try to hack something a really big boost, giving you a big increase in hacking progress. Of course, hacking things multiple times gets more interesting when you get stuff like this.
Yeah.
But so yeah, part of a trick is to is when you're hacking to then perfect dodge and melee hits, and you'll just get a chunk of progress on your hacking.
Oh, and this
Also-
guy, yeah.
Also interesting, if you hack something and finish the hack while in overclock mode, the overclock actually carries over into the hacking. So you start off in with your target slowed down and you at max speed.
Oh. That's
Usually,
probably what I
though-
was seeing the other time. Interesting.
Yeah, because that kind of stuff does carry over. It's usually, however, very brief, and you can't take much of an
Now,
advantage.
what are these
from it.
red blocks? Do they do damage?
Well, as you can just see right there, yes. Those do damage. Also, I'm just being real bad here.
The music is exceedingly calm. Oof.
Yeah. And there you see counter damage. If you fail to hack a thing. Don't fly. Don't you dare.
Don't fly, die. Oh, those guys can only
Also-
be. That's neat. Oh, and a second
they,
wave even.
Yep.
Is that
also
because you
happens.
lost a hack? Like it became more difficult?
No, it's just this particular hack setup has a second wave. I do also like how they stagger back when you hack them. Of course, you can get repeat hacks off of,
Sure.
of enemies.
I mean, it's not like it's procedurally generated.
No.
And
no,
even
it's just-
procedural
there's-
generation could result in.
And only when the big guys are dead does the small one also explode.
Oh.
Which gives you a ton of money, a power up part S, in this case, and a machine core. So that's a good haul. That's a lot of money. That's a good part. That's progress towards gear and numbers. back to desert things. Sand.
There was something I was going to ask you about before we saw that those gold enemies, and now I can't remember what it was.
I'm sure you'll remember
Yeah.
at some point. But there's actually some stuff to do in the desert now.
Oh!
Well, there was stuff there before. We've seen a little bit of the underground stuff in the desert. Actually, before we go in, we did get an email. Which was the commander's email about the lost equipments. You cannot get that again. There's just...
right, because you already grabbed it.
Yeah. It just does that because that's what happens at that point in the story. Is you get that email. And for some reason it gets sent to both 9S and 2B.
I mean, that kind of makes sense from the story perspective as well.
Yeah. But you might remember that we saw some underground stuff in the desert one time. Well, there's some more stuff we can do there now that we have 9S. And here's another way of getting in there. Is just go down here, and then there's a cave entrance right here.
I'm sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on. Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory to mankind.
Also, Overclock is really good to sort of counter-hack an attack like that. You stop him in place, and you'll usually, depending of course on the level of your Overclock, you'll have plenty of time to just hack your opponent, destroy them.
And does that last as long as the overclock would have?
Broadcasts are always so stiff.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just you're basically just hacking during overclock, and when overclock ends, you can just continue hacking, of course, but.
Good shot.
I don't know why.
2 good shots. 3 good shots.
It's such a good pod. It's such a bad pod. I do like some of. I'll make sure to show off different weapons counterattacks with 9S, but I kind of like what the sword does. I don't think it's as useful though as with 2B with the launch. Also, there's this door. You can hack doors as well. I love the hacking version
of that music. Yeah,
theme. It's so good.
Kinda
it's really good.
Kind of reminds me of Castlevania.
It does, yeah, now that you mention it. But here we have some special stuff. We do some hacking. I do like the enemies that kind of have the frontal shields. Like I think that's neat. Like like things that are white are just indestructible. Black things you can destroy. Red bullets you can destroy.
Yeah.
I also kind of like how some of the sort of pillars that appear have like 2 different attack modes.
Yeah.
Like some of them just shoot a bunch of blue bullets, and some of them shoot those sort of rockets.
Yeah.
Missiles. I think they did put in a nice bit of, like, different stuff in the hacking. But right here, there's a weapon.
Oh, yeah, but...
We have found the Cruel Blood Oath, which,
that
as
is...
you might expect, is the 9S version of the Virtuous Treaty.
Oh. I was hoping it was just gonna be like just a really edgy sword. Just constantly dripping with blood.
I mean, it's basically a red and black version of the Virtuous Treaty. That's pretty edgy, I'd say.
That's moderately edgy.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a full set of that weapon. Of that weapon type, also for 9S.
Like the virtuous stuff is the cruel stuff.
Yeah, like there's still the Virtuous Dignity, which was the spear, and the Virtuous Grief, which was the combat bracers. We'll also find 9S versions of those, like cruel versions of those. The virtuous weapons and the cruel weapons.
Is there like a functional difference when using them?
Very small, and it only really appears once you get them all the way maxed out to level 4. Also, actually, that does remind me. You might remember from the first playthrough we met Masamune. The legendary blacksmith. He talked about how his master had forged 4 black and 4 white weapons.
Oh.
He was referring to the virtuous and cruel weapons.
Our leader told me all about you.
He
Name's
told
Jackass.
us that, they were
Nice to meet
spread
ya.
around in different
I hear
shrines
you're
all around
planning
the
to
world.
take out all the machines in the desert. Guess that means
We
we need to
found
get that entrance open.
A few of them so
Looks
far.
like it. So,
Actually, we're only missing 2.
Ass, was it?
I just love how
what are you doing
I
all the
just
way
love
out
the
here?
delivery on that. Jack
Oh, that?
ass. Was it?
Well,
Like he doesn't want to insult
we
her,
want to have anyone getting tangled up in
but
that.
it is the
no,
name
Don't
she
go
gave.
trying to be a
So
hero,
Yeah.
all right?
By the way, I gotta say, the Virtuous Treaty and the Cruel Blood Oath both have
Who opens a
Just-
sealed gate with explosives?
just bad
There's gotta
as
be an
far
easier
as
way, right?
actual usability in real life. They would be horrible because the blade is not attached to the hilt.
not directly.
Not directly.
There's like, yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're talking about weapons that just digistruct when they're no longer needed where they are and reconstruct wherever they need to be. So
used.
yeah, so it's like it's not like we're talking about a realistic sword, anyways. But like, if you made a prop one and tried to hurt someone with it, that blade would snap right off.
Yeah. Also, you might remember
sand
first
sure
time
is
through the
slippery.
desert, we went all the way around and we fought all those things. Let's not. Because there is a clear endpoint. In fact, if we just real quick take a peek at the map, which is right here. There we are, map mode. First time we went through there and all the way around here and all the way there and then over to here. So how about we just go there? Because you don't actually need to do all of those other things. You can just
Right.
go here. Also, on the way here, if we just go there directly, there's a little present on the way.
Is it robots that want to kill us?
That's not the present.
Oh.
It could be, though. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to kill them back and be like, no.
I love
You're
those,
not killing me.
those pillars that explode.
Yeah, those are really useful. They're basically, they're sort of like mines, and you just shoot them to, They make that particular hack, like, disgustingly easy.
Oh, didn't even see this guy.
I do love how 9S fights with his weapons as well.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell if you were hitting the guy, and then I realized you're hitting the guy way back there.
But yeah, fastest way to fight is still just hacking. Especially those small guys, because as you can see, hacking takes like no time.
Can you disable the animations of going into and coming out of hacking?
No. That's just what happens. I kind of like the animation.
I like them
personally.
too, but I feel like I'd get really tired of seeing it every time.
Archive.
Project Gestalt Report 8?
Yes. There's a couple of these, and they... Well, I'll be
Oh,
showing
hey.
off
This
archives.
is data from the old world.
Yes, data from the old world. I'll be showing off archives that I find in every video at the end of every video. But yeah, that's... We'll read what that is about. That report.
Eat my sword! Or
But
don't.
overall, but yeah, I'll be showing those off. And archives are a collectible that I'll make sure to collect all of.
It's heading for that rocky
Most of
area.
them are in
Individual target ID marked.
boxes like that. Lock boxes.
Yeah.
The only one we found before was 11B's escape plan. That also counts as an archive,
Yeah.
which we found as part of that quest.
Yeah.
Once, ago, a volcano erupted. From the fires of the eruption, a god emerged. One day, the god appeared before the machines and said, "Consciousness,